Good morning, everyone. All right, so welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a lovely little chair yoga class. All right, so again, when we do this, I'd like you to find a nice, comfortable chair. I'll just fix my timer here. And I just have a nice wooden chair. All right. Probably a good idea not to have armrests on your chair as well. So we'll see what we can do. So comfortable in your chair. Now I want you to just to lean back, just sit back and relax. Now ankle and knees are nice and lined up. So I'm going to go through the breathing again for you. So breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. A nice long, full, smooth breath. So you inhale completely. Always try and suspend your breath. Just hold it for a couple of seconds and exhale fully. So this is the breath. It's nice and long and smooth. So just do what you can, but try not to hold your breath, all right? So try to relax the shoulders, and learning how to relax is another main part. And that helps a lot with the breathing. Everything works together. The breathing helps you relax. The relaxing helps you breathe. So that being said, we're going to do some lovely little stretches and a couple of gentle moves in our chair. So I want you to do what feels good for you. Listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. And there's room in every move we make to make little tiny adjustments so that you find a place that works for you. And if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just relax, all right? So again, we're going to start. I want you to sit back, cuddle into your chair, relax. So we always start the class with a couple minutes of breathing. So they call it pranayama. And every class I choose a different mudra, a different hand gesture. If it's not your thing, just keep your hands on your lap. But if you'd like to try the mudras, this week, or today I should say, we're going to sit in Hakini Mudra. So if you'd like to try it, all I want you to do is bring your hands together into like a little tent, just like this, all right? If you want, you can rest your thumbs against your chest if that helps. Relax your shoulders. So I want you to close your eyes and start breathing. So Hakini Mudra, this gesture helps you relax and concentrate. And you notice people use this hand gesture when they're focusing, when they're planning, strategizing, concentrating, perhaps plotting, you never know. So that being said, just close your eyes and just breathe. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Just slow things down. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. On the next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair if you can. I'd like you to be aware of your posture as best you can. And we're going to rub our hands vigorously, activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more big breath. And on the next exhale, if you can, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers, index fingers together. Now, before we go any further, I just want to go back to the breathing quickly. I'm going to cue you on the breathing. When I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when we move. We always move on the exhale. All right? So let's see if we can do it together. Just relax. Big breath. If you can, exhale all the way up. Right up to the ceiling. If this bothers your arms or shoulders, bring your arms down a bit lower to wherever place feels better for you. That's all. Reach. Let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up, release that spine. One more breath. On the exhale, I'd like you to put your hands together if you can. We're going to lean to the right, so take a breath, and on the exhale, if you can, just lean slightly to the right. This is called the seated half moon salute. You don't have to go far. Just lean gently. And then you should feel a beautiful stretch down the left side of your body, a lateral flexion of the spine as well. On the exhale, come up slowly. Use your abdominal muscles to help you move. Take your breath. And on the exhale, just lean a little bit to the left. Again, just go as far as comfortable. Even if you barely move, that's okay. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly. I'd like you to bring the arms down very slow and gentle. Bring them right onto your lap. And now I'd like you to roll the shoulders out. If they're a little stiff or tight, just go slowly. A little bit of movement is just fine. We're going to do this a few more times. And you know, the more you do it, the better they feel. Being able to identify and release the tension that we hold in the upper body, the shoulders, even into the neck as well. So that's why the more you do it, do this during the day, it feels really good. It also increases circulation in the upper body. So that being said, I want you to sit nice and tall. So again, just try and relax yourself. And we're going to do a gentle neck stretch. So from here, just keep your hands on your lap. Now again, be very aware of how your neck is. If it's going to be a problem or cause you an issue, be careful and gentle. So, and don't be shy if you have to come right out of it. You'll know. You know your body, I don't. So listen to your body. Take your breath. And on the exhale, if you can, all I want you to do is bow your head gently. Keeping your back straight, releasing the back of the neck, top of the cervical spine. One more breath. Exhale, bring your head up slowly. Take a breath. And on the exhale, if you can, turn your head gently to the left. Releasing the right side of the neck. Those little tiny muscles, it doesn't take a lot for them to be compressed, but it doesn't take a lot to release them either. And as you learn how to release the shoulders, you release those little neck muscles. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your head and face to center slowly. Take a breath. And if you can, on the exhale, tilt your head back gently, releasing the throat. And on the exhale, bring your head to center. And let's do one more. On your next exhale, if you can, turn your head gently to the right. Now, like I was saying earlier, when you release those little muscles, you release the nerves, the blood vessels. So you increase blood flow into your brain, beautiful deep oxygenation as well. Helping with your memory, your decision making, your thought process. On the exhale, come to center slowly. All right, that's it. Let's do a shoulder shrug. Take a breath. On the exhale, if you can, bring the shoulders up and hug your ears as tight as you can. Slowly squeeze. This is a nice, quick, easy way to really identify and release the tension we hold in the shoulders, the upper body. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring yourself down. Bring the shoulders, let them go. Just let them go. Now, roll them out again gently. See if you notice a difference. Maybe they're getting a little bit looser. We'll work on that. All right, lovely. Okay, so from here, we're going to do some nice arm circles today. So I'd like you to bring your arms out right here. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways before we do this together. So this is working on mobility and range of motion of the shoulder. So again, if your shoulders give you a little bit of grief, I'll show you a couple places. What I'd like to try and do with you is you're going to inhale around a small circle, then you're going to go a little bit medium, and if you can, a big giant full rotation. And then when you finish your third, the big one, then you're going to do the opposite, big, medium, and small. Now, if you find this is going to aggravate your shoulder in any way, just pick one size, maybe all small, whatever you can manage, all right? And if you have to stop, just stop. Don't worry about it. So again, and I want you to follow the rhythm of the breath. So again, when you inhale, when you exhale, I want you to pause and then go. You got to follow the rhythm of the breath. The breath is there to help you control your movements, but also to guide you. So, sitting tall, let your arms hang down, bring them out a little bit right here. Let's go. Inhale around, and exhale, pause. You have to stop to take an inhale anyway. This way you step away from momentum. And again, whatever you can manage. When you do these circles, you get that beautiful stretch on the shoulder, of course. I'm going to do the reverse now. The muscles under the arm, the chest, and the upper back as well. So all kinds of different things going on here. I'm doing medium. And then a little tiny one, just a little one. Everybody okay? All right. Now once the arm is down, I want you just to leave them right here. So this is our mountain pose from here. So again, make sure you're sitting tall, always being aware of your posture. Let your arms hang like gravity, pull the arms down. And all I want you to do is breathe. Try to relax those shoulders. So this is our Mountain Tattasana. So this is a place you can come to anytime during the class for any reason. If there's something you don't want to do, or it's not going to feel good, or you really don't know what you're doing, come here and hang out as long as you want. All right, but when you're here, I want you to focus on the breath. You're not moving, feel the breath. Inhale completely. And always try and hold it suspended for a couple of seconds and exhale fully. That's the breath. All right, get a beautiful rhythm going. And if you're new to this kind of breathing, it can be a bit challenging. All right, so try not to hold your breath also. All right, shall we keep going? Hands on the lap. If you need to roll the shoulders out, roll them out, roll them out. All right, so we're going to do a gentle shoulder stretch now. So what I'd like you to do is reach out with the right arm, left hand on the elbow. So again here, basically, let me show you first. You're just going to be gently pulling on the arm. You're not yanking, you're pulling gently. Now, depending on how your shoulder feels, if some people like to come up here, here, down here, find that place that is comfortable for your shoulder and your arm. Now, when you're ready, on the exhale, gently pull. Now, again, like I said, you don't have to pull hard. Pull gently, give your body time to release. If it feels really good, you can go as far as you'd like or as little as you need. Your body will let you know. And if you want to put your hand on your shoulder, your right hand on left shoulder, and give yourself a little hug, you can do that too. Beautiful little hug. That's why you're here, showing your body and yourself a little love. One more breath. Preparing to release from here. Now let's try the other side. So right hand on left elbow. And again here, my shoulder's a little funny sometimes, so I like to do mine way up here. If I do it down here, it really doesn't feel that good. So I make adjustments with my body as well. So when you're ready, so that's what I mean by sometimes just a slight little adjustment makes all the difference in your comfort and where you can go in that particular move or that particular stretch. I don't want you to overstrain yourself either. And let's release from here slowly. Come down, hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out, roll them out. Okay, perfect. So right now we're nice and warmed up. So we're going to do a version of a sun salutation. There's so many versions from the seated position, but this is the nice little one we're going to do today. So I want you to bring your arms down here. So let's see what we can do together, all right? So make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Let's go. Inhale up and reach. Breathe. Smile while you're breathing. You're happy to be here today. Just smile, breathe. One more breath. Exhale up into a big V, big V. One more breath. Exhale up all the way, reach. Now you could reach up to the ceiling. Some of you want to do a bit of a back bend. You can do that if you like. It depends on how you feel. Make sure you're not touching the back of the chair though. Again, back is nice and straight. One more breath. Exhale, arms forward. Now, shoulder height. What I want you to do here is I want you to lean and reach. Now, keep your head level with your spine. Try not to bow your head around your shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Reach. Touch the wall. One more breath. Exhale, straight spine. Hands on the outside of the knee. Take a breath. Preparing for forward fold. On the exhale, slide your hands down the outside of your calf. Now bow your head, round your shoulders, round your back. Now here, go as low as comfortable. If you come down low and it makes you dizzy, come up a little higher if you need to. So this is our forward fold. Beautiful stretch for the spine. Stay where you are. I'm just coming up so I can talk to you. Releasing the muscles up and down your back, your shoulders, and your spine. Beautiful stretch. Forward fold. One more breath. On the exhale, very, very slowly come up. Slide your hands down the outside of your calf. Reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Super slow always. All right, lovely. Now from here, we're going to lift the right leg up. Let me show you quickly. What I want you to do is lift the knee up. Try to make sure you're comfortable. You're going to lift it up, you're going to stretch it out and bend it. That's it. So when you lift it up, just get it off the chair just a bit. You don't have to go too far. If you can't get your leg off the chair, just stick it out, don't worry. So hold on to the, maybe the chair and your leg, left leg. Right one up, inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bend. Try to keep your foot off, tap your toe if you want. Keep going, inhale. So this one here, we're gonna do it one more time. You can feel working the bigger muscles, the quads, hip flexors into your abdominals as well. Our legs are pretty heavy. Put it down and rest. Relax the leg. Let's go to this side here. Hang on to something and bring it off the floor. Inhale, out and back. And again, inhale out and back. And if you can, let's do it one more time. Even if you only manage to do one move, it doesn't matter. And that's it. Foot on the floor and down. All right, hands overlap, roll the shoulders out. Okay, let's do that again. And the next time we get to the legs, I'm going to show you something else. So shall we see what we can do together? Let's try it again. So just relax. Don't overthink anything we do. Straight spine, reach. Try to relax those shoulders. Just focus on the breath. Always come back to the breath. And inhale, big V. Smile, breathe. One more breath. Exhale up, reach. One more, one more breath. And from here, bring them shoulder height. If you find your arms will get tired, bring them down a bit lower. All I want you to do is reach, reach. Try and touch them all in front of you. Relax the shoulders, keep your head level with your spine. Try not to bow your head around your shoulders is what I'm trying to say. One more breath. From here, bring yourself straight spine, push yourself up carefully. Preparing for forward fold again, hands on the outside of the knees, take your breath. And if you can, on the exhale, slide your hands down the outside of the calf. Now, again, if you can't go very far, you don't have to go very far. But when you're down here, I want you to bow your head, round your shoulders. Now you can round your back. And anything we do that you know is going to cause you pain or be really uncomfortable, think about it before you try it. If you can make a little adjustment, if it's not going to happen, don't worry about it. Come out of it or skip it and go back to your mountain, always. And let's prepare to come up from here, slowly, all the way up. Very carefully reverse the blood flow, bring yourself up. Now, we're going to do the leg again. So this time, all I want you to do is bring the leg up and down. That's it. So just get it off the chair as high as you can that's comfortable for you. Hold on to the knee, maybe hold on to the chair a bit. Let's go, inhale up and down. You can tap your toe on the way down and up, inhale. Just get it as high as you can. You should feel it right away. And up. Remember, our legs are pretty heavy, so it takes a lot of abdominal strength to lift it. Bring it down, put it on the foot on the floor, just relax. Relax the leg. Let's try this side here. Hold on, let's go, inhale up. And even if you just get it barely off the floor, you'll know it's just right for you. And up. So really engaging the bigger muscles into the thigh, the quads, and up. And that's it. Put it down. All right, roll it out. Roll it out. Okay, so let's leave the shoulders and upper body alone, and I want you to bring the arms down. Now we're going to focus on forearm, wrist, hands, and fingers right now. So again, sitting nice and tall. Again, fingers are open, bend at the wrist, slightly turn out to the baby finger. So what we want to do here is get a really nice gentle stretch for the extensor muscles along the side of the forearm as well, into the wrist and into the hand. One more breath. Exhale, palms to ceiling. Bend the elbows a little bit. Right fingertips press back, the left ones gently. Bring the arms low. We focus on the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Relax those shoulders. And just press down gently. You don't have to be aggressive or force your body. Some stretches, if it feels really good and you want to go further, absolutely. But otherwise, you know what? Just a gentle move is all you really need. Let's try the other hand. Ready? Left hand pressing back, very gently. Getting a stretch into the hand, the wrist, and right in here into the flexor muscles. Perfect. And then from here, bring the hands up. All right. So let's focus just on our hands and fingers now. So what we're going to do today is, I'm going to show you quickly, is you're going to open up your hands as wide as you can, and then I want you to get into a really tight fist, and then you're going to open them up again. All right, I'm going to do that twice. Now, when you get into the fist, I just want to just share this with you quickly. When you squeeze your fists really tight, just the fists, not your arms, not your shoulders, not the rest of your body. If you think about it, when you clench your fist, usually your whole body gets tight. And I want you to really not do that if you can. So you got to focus on just the fists, nothing else. All right, so you got to really think about this one. So let's see what we can do together. And if you can't get them really super tight, just close them as tight as you can. So now let's go. We're going to bring them down so you focus on your hands, stretch them out. Feel that beautiful deep stretch into the hand, fingers, palm of the hand. Let's go to the fist. Ready? Exhale. As tight as can be, very gentle with your fingers as well. Relax those shoulders, just your fists. Now we're going to open the hands up slowly. Open them up slowly. Stretch them out. Very important to pay attention to our hands and our fingers. A lot of people have stiff, tight fingers, a little arthritis. So do what you can, and let's go fist one more time. Squeeze. Creating tension in the hands and the fingers. Now we're going to let it go. So I want you to open up your hands very slowly and just let them hang. Let them hang. Now I want you to roll them out very gently. And if you can, just play a little piano. Start slowly. If your fingers feel a little tight or a little stiff, give your body time. And then if you want, you can kind of speed up your piano playing if you like. Roll them out fast or slow. It's up to you. Whatever feels good for your little hands and fingers. Perfect. And then I want you to shake them out. Shake those hands out. Release those hands right away. Perfect. All right. That's it for the hands. Roll the shoulders out. All right. So from here, we're going to focus on our spine now. So we're going to do a twist pose and a cat and cow. So again here, if you have issues with your back or your spine, be very careful and very gentle. If you find once you get into the position or the stretch and it really is not going to feel good, please come right out of it. Like, listen to your body, don't be shy. All right, so we're going to keep our legs just like this today. So I want you to take your left hand, put it on the right knee. Now, I want you to kind of grab, I've got the little, kind of the side of the chair here, kind of the, all right? So, wherever part of the chair you can grab. So we're going to look to the right carefully. So take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you just to look over the right shoulder. Keep your back straight, relax the shoulders. Now, you don't have to go far. If you find that you do want to go deeper, push on your knee a little bit to the left as you look over the right shoulder. You'll go a little further. And if you really have to come out of it, come right out of it. You'll know, all right? This is it. Keep your back straight, relax the shoulders. Keep breathing. It's the same breath, even in the twist pose. So this is a gentle spinal twist, keeping our spine strong and balanced and supple and flexible. One more big breath. And let's prepare to go to the other side. So on the exhale, slowly, very carefully, counter pose, right hand and left knee. Left hand, I'm just kind of holding on to the side of the chair here a little bit. I want you to make sure you hang on to something, that you're anchored and you're braced. Let's try the left. See how this side feels for you on the exhale. And again, if you want to go deeper, push on your knee a bit to the right. You'll get a little bit more or less, whatever is good for you. Keep your back straight, close your eyes, and just breathe. Even in the twist pose, the breath is the same. One more breath. From here, exhale, slowly come to center. Very carefully, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's do one more. So we're going to do our cat and cow. So this again is focusing on releasing, lengthening the spine. Beautiful stretch for the upper back and lower back. Let me show you very quickly and then we'll do it together. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands, elbows bent and your hands like this. You're going to inhale up. And when you come up, see if you can bring your shoulder blades together just a little bit. And then when you exhale, all I want you to do is bow your head, round your shoulders, arch your back, and just visualize you're hugging a big ball. That's it. So I'd like to do 5 of those, all right? So once you do one, you're going to know what works for you, all right? So you don't have to overdo it. So let's see what we can do together. Bring the arms out, bend the elbows. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up, look up, open that chest, bring the shoulder blades together gently, and on the exhale, slowly arch your back, bow your head, round your shoulders, Follow the breath. You're going to inhale up. And exhale. Cat and cow. Breath in motion, meditation motion. Keep going all the way. And exhale. Keep going. We're getting there. And exhale. And let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale. Beautiful. When you finish your last position, bring yourself to straight neutral spine. Put your hands on your lap if you need to. All right, is everybody okay? Roll the shoulders up just very gently. You don't have to have a big, just move them out carefully. Okay, so now I'd like to take a little rest before we work the lower body. So we're going to get into our child's pose. So what I need you to do here is I need you to scooch up to the edge of the chair and get your legs open as wide as you can. Now, again, ankle and knees nice and lined up. And again, you should have a little bit of the chair here. So your sit bones are anchored. If you put your hands on your knees and you lean forward, press on your feet, you should be nice and anchored to the floor. So I want you to feel comfortable and grounded. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this child's pose. The actual full position is coming all the way down and hanging out. Now, if that's not going to work for you, if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, anything like that, or it's not going to happen, try this. Just put your forearms on your lap and just kind of bow your head a bit. You can do it that way if that's easier for you. And if that's not going to work for you, try this. Go to mountain, put your arms and just stay here and breathe if you want to do that. All right, so shall we see what we can do together, preparing for child's pose? Big breath. And on the exhale. Now the child's pose is a resting place, a neutral place, and a wonderful, gentle, full body stretch. So let's take this time maybe to thank ourselves for being here today, taking the time and making a little bit of time out of your busy life, your busy schedule, maybe your busy day, just to slow things down for whatever reason brings you here today. Maybe you just want a little stretch. Maybe you just want to, turn your brain off for a while and just kind of slow things down. Maybe recharge your batteries, re-energize, a little peace and quiet perhaps. Remember, these moves we do can be done anywhere, anytime, in any kind of chair as well. Let's take one more breath. Slowly bring yourself up, very, very slowly. Reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy, all the way up. Everybody good? All right, so let's bring those legs together a little bit. So we're gonna go right to the hips from here. So the position you're in right now, so bring the knees together. You should have most of your thigh off the chair. So wiggle around, make sure you're comfortable. Pardon me. What I'd like to do is some nice little circles. Okay, so this is going to be focusing on the muscles around the hip, getting into the quad, the hamstring, the glute, the pelvic floor area as well, and of course abdominals and lower back. So a lot of things going on here, but focusing on the muscles around the hip. So I'm going to show you quickly, and then you can decide on what's going to work for you. What I'd like to try and do is get your foot off the floor and just do this. All I want you to do is some little circles. That's it. Now, just depending on how your thigh and your hip feel, especially if you have a new hip or you've got a little bit of grief, your hips give you a little grief, a little circle is just fine. If you're a little stronger and you want to do a bigger circle, absolutely. All right. So we're going to do 4 of them. One direction, we're going to pause, and I'm going to do the other direction. So if you manage to do just a couple and you think, nah, I'm done, put your foot on the floor, relax, come back to mountain. All right? So let's get that foot off the floor. Ready? Inhale around. Do one little size and then decide, pause and go again. If you want to stay the same size, if you want to go a little bigger or a little smaller, keep going. Inhale around. Follow the breath. You're going to exhale. You're going to pause. And again, inhale around. Now, once you're done, put your foot on the floor, take a second. Now we're going to do the same leg, other direction. And if you remember which direction you went the first time. Now we follow the rhythm of the breath. Again, you have to stop for an inhale. This way you step away from momentum. You've got control with what you do. One more round. And that's it. And slowly put the foot on the floor. And you should feel it right in here, a lot of engagement. Relax, try to relax that thigh and that leg. Let's focus on this one here. So make sure you hold on to something. Hold on to the knee, maybe hold on to the chair if you need to. Foot off the floor. Shall we see what this side does? I'm doing my left one now. Inhale around. And then decide what's going to work for you again. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to force your body to do anything. Just let it happen. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Excuse me. The more you get to know your body as well. Now this is the last one. I'm going to pause. Foot on the floor. Just take a second. Bring it up and do the other direction. Being aware of your posture. Breath is flowing. Shoulders are relaxed. Focus on exactly what you're doing, the part of the body you're working with. That's it. One more. Round. That you should have felt. I feel it all the time. You're barely moving. So that's what I mean. It's very effective. And relax. Just let it go. Relax those thighs. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to go down to the ankles, feet, and toes. So at this point, you can sit back in your chair a little bit if you'd like. All right, so make sure you have a good half of your thigh off the chair, and I'd like you to get your feet off the floor. So again, wiggle around, make sure you're nice and comfortable, sitting nice and tall. You can put your hands on your lap or hold on to the chair. Always make sure you hold on to something that you're braced and you're anchored. Now, we're going to get our feet off the floor, and we're going to work some ankles, feet, and toes. So all we're going to do today is what they call a plantar flexion. Is you're going to push the foot forward and you're going to bring it back. That's it. So I'd like to do 4 of them. Okay, so ready? Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Focus on your feet, your ankles. This is engaging lower leg muscles as well. You feel perhaps your shin, definitely your calves. Push it forward. So always just focusing on the ankle, the foot, and the toes. And again, push it forward. This is called plantar flexion. From here, I want you to relax your feet. Just let them land right on the floor. Relax your knees. Let them fall open. Come back to mountain. And breathe. If you need to roll the shoulders out, don't be shy. Roll them out. Like I said earlier, the more you do it, the better they feel. Now, I'd like you to bring the knees together and get the feet off the floor. Now we're going to focus on the toes, even with socks on. All I want you to do is play a little piano. A lot easier to do these things, obviously, without your shoes on, but if you have to keep your shoes on, you can too. And try to really articulate those little toes. Wriggle them around. You can go circles, fast, slow, whatever, but try to really articulate those toes. Loosen up those tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels in your foot. Wiggle them around. And then that's it. Bring it down. And then walk them back. All right, perfect. Let's do a little calf raise from here. So make sure the ankles are lined up underneath the knees. And I want you to come up on the balls of the feet and then come down. Exhale, heels on the floor. That's it, and up. Two more, and up. Just feel those calves engaged, nice and strong. Working the ankles still, and up. That's the last one. And then bring it down, and that's it. All right, roll the shoulders up. Okay, so now we're going to do a nice little side bend. So I'd like you to open up your legs a bit. And here again, I need you to kind of scooch up in your chair. Excuse me. So again, have most of your thigh off the chair. Wiggle around, make sure you're nice and anchored and comfortable. So I'm going to show you this one first before we do it together. So this particular one here, I want you to my left arm is just going to hang. So let me give you a quick little demo. I'm going to inhale up. And I'm going to lean. Now, this one here again, if you don't want to lean very far, you don't have to. If you want to keep your arm here, if you want to bring your arm with you, that's a little deeper. This one here as well, if you prefer to put your hand on your hip and do it this way, absolutely. But when you're doing this, try to make sure that you're nice and straight. You're not all like this, crooked, twisted. Try to keep everything lined up, all right? So let's see what we can do together. So left arm, let it hang, reach up the right arm, starting with the straight spine always. Shall we go? Inhale up. Now you can stay here, just lean a bit, you don't have to go far, depending on how you feel. Spread those fingers like beautiful rays of sunshine. And if you feel that you want to go further, go as far as you'd like. Make sure that you're nice and straight. Getting that lengthening from the fingertips right to the hip. Stretching, releasing the whole right side of your body. It's a lateral flexion of the spine as well. One more breath. Now from here, straighten your spine. Put the right hand on the right knee. I want you to look at the floor in front of the left knee. Take your breath on the exhale, fold over just a bit as you push the right knee out till only half your foot comes off the floor. The other half stays on the floor. Let your left arm hang, look at the floor in front. You can fold over, you don't have to fold over very far. This is a really gentle stretch, a really nice for right here, for the inner thigh area. One more breath. Exhale, come to center slowly, both hands on your knees. So from here, we're going to do a little squat. So let me show you quickly. All I want you to do is you're going to lean forward. That's it. Keep your hands, bend your elbows. You can go as far as you want. When you do this now, you always hinge at the hips, keep your back straight, head level with your spine. So try not to bow your head around your shoulders. And here, once you fold over, go as far as comfortable. Big breath. And this is basically a squat. That's it. And just breathe. Feeling the back release, lower back into the glute, inner thigh. One more breath. Exhale, push yourself up nice and strong. Okay, let's try this side here. So let the right arm hang. Left arm, again, if you prefer to put your hand on your hip and lean that way, you can do it that way if you want. Ready? Let's go. Inhale, left arm up. And then just decide where you want to go with this one here. If you want to stay here, you're still getting a nice stretch. You don't have to overdo it. Some people barely move. You're good to go. Some people have to go further to feel the stretch, or perhaps that's where they need to be. You'll know, it just feels right. But keep an eye on that breath. One more. On the exhale, straighten your spine, left hand on the left knee. Leave the right arm where it is. I want you to turn your body in front of the right leg. Look at the floor in front of the right knee. On the exhale, as you fold over, push the left knee out just gently until half your foot comes off the floor. Let the right arm just hang. Very gentle stretch again for the inner thigh, right in here. One more breath. On the exhale, come to center, foot on the floor. We're going to do that squat again, hands on the knees. Ready? Exhale, lean forward. Try to bring yourself into this moment, right here, right now. That's all that matters. There's no before, there's no after. Right this moment. And let's come up very, very slowly. Perfect. All right, lovely. Roll the shoulders out, roll them out. Okay. So let's do one more, all right? We're getting there. So I want you to bring your legs together, and you can sit back in your chair a little bit. So again, I'd like you to have a good half of your thigh off the chair. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up. So this particular move here is called the Sufi roll. So this one here, we're going to focus on the abdominals, the obliques, the muscles along the side, and the lower back. So again, hands on the lap. All I want you to do is, let me show you very quickly. You're going to inhale, you're going to press the chest forward. You're going to exhale, you're just going to roll to straight spine, like a little half circle. That's it. 4 times one side, 4 times the other, all right? If you can. So ready? Inhale, press the chest forward, and on the exhale, just roll, half circle. Exhale yourself to straight spine. Again, inhale. You don't have to go far. It can be just a very little bit of a move, a little baby move if you want. So let your abdominals do all the work. This is working the spine a little bit more as well. And while you're doing this, exhale back. I want you to pay attention to your arms, your shoulders, your hands are so relaxed right now. One more time to the left. Inhale. And just roll. Lovely. Come to center. If you're doing this and it makes you dizzy, you'll know right away. Please come right out of it. Let's try to the right. Inhale, press it, and then just roll. Let your arms go completely limp. Nice and strong. Very gentle. Inhale. And this is our beautiful little Sufi roll. Roll. So it's just doing a little half circle. You're working a lot of abdominal, a lot of core muscles. Roll. Just doing this. And one more time, if you're still with me, and push it forward and exhale back. And that's it. All the way back. Perfect. Lovely. All right, roll the shoulders out if you need to. Roll them out. At this point, hopefully they're nice and loose, a little bit looser than they were a while ago. Right? All right, let's go right back to child's pose now. So if you can, open up your legs and scooch up to the edge of the chair and get the legs open as wide as you can that's comfortable for you. Ankle and knees are lined up. Again, when we get into this position, always press down on your feet. Make sure you're anchored to the floor. Then you don't worry about slipping and sliding. Now, just sitting like this, without even moving, you get a stretch for the inner thigh, the pelvic floor, groin area, the glutes, and a gentle hip opener. Just sitting like this. So let's try that child's pose again. See how you feel now with it. So again, the full child's pose is hanging all the way down. Again, if you prefer to hang out here, you can do it that way if you like. And if you don't want to do it at all, come here to mountain and just hang out here. So let's see what we can do. Pick something that's going to work for you. Let's take a breath. And on the exhale. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths to absorb the benefit of our practice so far. Child's pose, Balasana. And while we're here, I'd like you to pay attention to the tension that we tend to hold in our face. I want you to squeeze your face, hold it as tight as you can. Make a funny face if you want. Now let it go, relax all your facial muscles, push the tension through your body, right out your feet. And on the exhale, now I want you to come back up very, very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All the way, very slowly, carefully. Okay, now let's get those legs together, and now you can finally sit back in your chair. All the way now, you can cuddle into the back of your chair. And I want you to relax, okay? We don't have to move anymore. Let's prepare for Savasana. Meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your chair. Again, relax your legs, relax your arms. You don't have to move anymore, but I want you to still feel the breath. So now that you're nice and still, this would be a static position. I want you just to focus on that beautiful breath. Close your eyes, all right? And now that we're in Savasana, we're in the resting position, let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Appreciate that you took the time out of your busy schedule to find yourself here in your chair, to come and practice just being in a relaxed and encouraging environment. Let's take the time to explore how we can seek and find balance in our lives. So how do we make the shift from imbalance to balance? We do so by simply bringing our attention to our state of being. Consciousness is a gift that we can offer ourselves at any time. It's the little moments when we can, it's the little moments when we can take a second or two to take a deep breath, because just stopping ourselves in our tracks gives us the opportunity to explore who we are and how we are doing. As we leave our chairs, let's practice noticing imbalances in our life and explore its opposite. We visit the extreme of our state, see it, feel it, and do it. And then we find the middle. The middle is the place of balance, the place where we know all is well and there's no underlying issue. All is as it is. During our closing relaxation, let's take a second to explore the message of the Serenity Prayer that encourages us to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let's take a couple of minutes to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds. Let's go find that place within ourselves that speaks to us, where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. If you'd like to bring life back to your body, you can wiggle your fingers and toes if you'd like. Now at this point, I'd like you to come back to a nice straight seated spine, so being aware of your posture, however your posture is. And always remember that not everybody has a poker straight spine. So don't force your body to go where it's not prepared to go. Always remember that, all right? So that being said, let's bring our hands together and rub them vigorously, activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more big beautiful breath. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. And we're all done. That's it. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Doesn't that feel good? Just sitting in your chair. Like I said, these are little stretches. Just think about it whenever you're sitting around. Do a few stretches. Roll the shoulders out, roll the ankles out, whatever you want to do. Keep things loose and moving. So thank you again for joining me. My name is Susan, and it's the July 2nd already. So again, take care of yourself and be safe and go outside and play. Find things that make you happy. All right, so we'll see you again soon, and thanks again for joining me.